let's see. Next, we'll go to Shakhtar Donetsk and Borussia Mönchengladbach.
This was the most competitive game of the week, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very even game. 50-50 mentality, strong game of possession, a game of few goals, if you're a Shakhtar Donetsk fan. Borussia Mönchengladbach, basically... I hate making predictions on this podcast, right? Doesn't matter. If I hadn't said anything, if I had said, yeah, Shakhtar are shit, nobody cares. They would have won 6-0 themselves and nobody would have cared. But because I had to fucking stick my neck out and go, Shakhtar Donetsk, mate, definitely the surprise package. They've got a really good chance of getting out of this group. And Borussia Mönchengladbach essentially turned up and said, oh, really? Sieg Heil! And just stamped on their neck as hard as they fucking could and paralysed them from the get-go. Just one of the more one-sided fixtures of the entire week. Bumming them. I mean, they got a player called Player. Come on. Like, Player? What's up, Player? I'm just going to hit it from like 55 yards, top corner, Player. he just
fucking screamer.
It was.
Absolute beautiful screamer.
As we like to say up north, it was a right stonker, lad. Fucking marvellous. Absolutely battered it in. You know, what do I need to say about this game? Shakhtar Donetsk got bummed ferociously by the Germans. This was very much like the invasion of the Eastern Bloc in certain areas. Sorry, everyone. It was uncomfortable to watch at times. And I was gutted because I was looking at this game thinking, the winner of this game is going to have a really good opportunity to really shock somebody in this group. Right now, it's got to be Borussia Mönchengladbach right in the ship. You think, still got a couple of big ties. They've still got to play Real and Inter again. Inter are probably looking at this thinking, Jesus Christ, we can't defend for shit. Here come the Germans. And we remember last time they fucking cut a deal with us in Italy, and that didn't work out too well either. So ultimately, by the way, if you're offended by war jokes, probably shouldn't be watching this podcast. Uncomfortable, because this lot behind me, they certainly would like to get involved in that as well. The Dutch do like themselves a bit of naughtiness. And we'll leave it there. Yeah, no, it was a bumming. It was an absolute bumming. Check out the highlights of some cracking goals. Borussia Mönchengladbach as well. Getting this win away from home is what surprised me, because when you go to places like Donetsk, it's difficult. I remember as a Fulham fan, you know, they played Shakhtar Donetsk. I went to the home tie, didn't go to the away tie, but I remember it was such a vaunted place to go. And the thing that people always say about Ukraine, Eastern Bloc, Russia, Ukraine, Poland, all these kind of places, is that even if the team's not particularly that good, same with Turkey as well, and we found that out this week, ultimately, they make life very, very difficult. Most of the time. Turns out Shakhtar Donetsk, you know, if you had told me this week was the week where they were missing 11 players from COVID and whatever it might be an injury, then I would fully understand it, because they looked like boys playing amongst men. They got humbled, mate.